is Chibi Fangirl, and welcome to the last Hunger Games vlog. I finally finished the first book, and I'm really excited to go to Barnes & Noble so I can get the second and third book, Catching Fire and Mockingjay. My grandparents gave me a $75 gift card to Barnes & Noble, so I will be able to get that soon once I find the transportation to get there. So in the last 7 chapters, it mainly focuses on, like, the final contestants, which is, Kato, Clove, Katniss, and Peeta. And, and there was also Thresh. And then Thresh ends up protecting Katniss from Clove, who is about to kill her because it's the Hunger Games. Everyone's supposed to kill everyone. There's no reason behind it. And, Thresh kills Clove, and then they make an alliance, so it's like, well, if we're the last he says that he's gonna kill her last, basically. So, he goes off to go find Kato, which is Clove's ally. So then, Thresh dies, and Peeta and, Katniss are in this cave together. Both of them are almost healthy, I guess, because Peeta doesn't have much leg strength in him anymore, and Katniss is basically aiding him back to health with all the strength she has left in her. And, one day they decide to go hunting, and, they notice that all the, the past tributes have been reincarnated into, like, hell demons. And, like, these mutts are trying to kill him, and, like, you can tell it's the previous tribute because, how they are described, and, like, even Katniss says, oh, this one is rude because of the little dark animal, and then one of them, you can tell, was Glimmer, and Foxface, and everybody else. And, so they're, like, really close to the cornucopia, and then they find out that, Kato's in the way, so they have to kill him off, and Katniss really doesn't want to kill him off because she feels bad for him, but she ends up doing it anyway because she and Peeta want to win for District 12, like, it's every man for himself, but then the game makers turn this awful twist to the game that only one could come out alive again. So Katniss comes up with this great idea after, like, debating, okay, who should kill themselves first. They have these berries, and it's like, okay, we'll make it look like blood, because the berries are, like, blood red, so we'll make it look like it's a double suicide. And the game makers are like, no, we gotta have one victor, so you guys are gonna win. So, like, they come out, and it's like, oh, for the first time we actually have 2 winners. But, the game makers are not happy about it. Well, District 12 is really happy, but, like, the game maker's like, oh no, they pulled a stunt, we look really bad, so, they have to follow the game maker's instructions, so it's like, oh, we did it for love, we didn't do it because we felt sorry for one another. And, basically, the last 2 chapters is, Katniss and Peeta living the fame up, but feeling guilty about it, and, it's really sad, too. And then, there's also mentioning of what's-his-face, the love interest of Katniss, oh god, I forget, oh, Gale. We have thoughts about Gale again, and, like, I watched, Doug's vlog on Catching Fire recently, and I can see why, like, he said that Gale's not really important. Like, I'm more of a Peeta Katniss fan. I don't like the pairing name, it sounds really weird. But just because, like, you don't see Gale very often, so you can obviously tell that the main love interest is Peeta, because you barely see Gale in the whole story, but it's not forced either, because this is the destiny that Katniss was given. So, whether she comes out alive or dead, it's like Peeta's her main love interest. And, then, like, the final chapter ends on a cliffhanger. They finally got back to District 12, and, like, they just, like, let go of hands, and, like, that's where the story ends. So, yeah, hopefully they have Catching Fire and Mockingjay in stock, because I know last time I went to Barnes & Noble, they only had, like, the last issue of Hunger Games left. I was like, yes, but the problem was it was hardcover. It was like $30 to buy it. So yeah, it was a lot of money. Just hopefully it's in paperback, and hopefully there's like more than one copy. So Hanukkah gifts. I forget what day I left off on. However, I did get a few things for myself because I had some money that my father gave me. This is the one Hanukkah gifts that my mom gave me. It's a fairy shirt. She got me one last year too. It's green. I think I've worn it on the show before. Let's see what else. I got aromatherapy, like, I think it's a 12 set. There's, like, different scents, and, like, before I got that, I got an oil book, and I was like, well, I have an oil book, but I don't have any oils, so this is kind of pointless, and then the next day, oh, I got aromatherapy, that's great. So what did I get for myself? I got the Katniss wig, because I wanted to go cosplaying as Katniss, because, for my birthday, I got Yuna from Final Fantasy cosplay, the gunner outfit, not the summoner outfit, because the summoner outfit, oh my god, it's gonna be so hard to walk in, but, I figured if I'm going to anime Los Angeles this winter, I'm gonna be freezing my butt off, because that costume reveals so much skin, so I'm like, you know what, I think it's safer to go as Katniss and Mammy this year, and save Yuna for AX in July, that way I'm not freezing. And, I also got, Nirvana's In Utero, so I was, like, really happy, because, that was really expensive, too. Like, the cheapest copy I can get was, like, $21 new on Amazon. And I haven't listened to the whole thing yet, but there's some pretty good songs I like on there. I like Marigold a lot. I listened to the 2013 remixes. They don't sound any different from the original song, so unless, like, there's something I'm not hearing, so, I know Rape Me sounds a little different from the demo version I had, because, the demo version, like, because there's two demo versions on Sliver. There's one where, like, it's really bad quality, and there's another one where you can hear a crying baby in the beginning, and then, like, then you hear the music playing, and then, like, the whole song. I got the Katniss Barbie. We saw that in the ending gag of the recent podcast episode. If you haven't seen that, I'll show you what she looks like. This is Katniss. So, I got her on Amazon. They have, like, a whole Hunger Games Barbie collection. Like, I think they only have Peeta, Rue, and 3 Katnisses. I think they have a Finnick, and I think they have a Gale. I could be wrong, but I know Rue is not made by Mattel. Rue is more of an action figure, like a G.I. Joe type, and not really like a Barbie bendable type like Katniss is. But there's 3 Katniss dolls. One is the Hunger Games outfit, the jumpsuit that looks really disturbing. Because if you thought Barbie clothing was disturbing at first, this jumpsuit's like really skin tight. You can see everything. There's that one, and I think there's a Girl on Fire one as well. I forget what the other one is. But I know there's a Peeta one. I do plan on getting him after I get some more Amazon points. And I also got the Hunger Games board game, and, the Mockingjay pin for my Katniss cosplay. Because, I had part of a Katniss cosplay in it before I even knew what Hunger Games was, because I had a leather jacket, and I was like, because after I saw the movie, I was like, I'm gonna go cosplaying as Katniss. The only thing I need, is cargo pants, and believe it or not, it's really hard to find cargo pants. I need green cargo pants, that's what oh, and a brown belt. I need a brown belt, too. And let's see what else. I got Rosetta Stone in Spanish, because I suck at Spanish, and I'm taking Spanish, too. I don't understand anything that's going on, like, I don't understand the rules. The class I have, it's called Advanced Academics. It's terrible. I don't recommend it. It's worse than Aventa, I can tell you that, because it will mark you down for spelling errors. And, like, I cannot spell in Spanish. Sometimes the characters don't work, sometimes I type too fast and I don't realize I'm spelling something wrong. So, hopefully this can help me out. What else did I get? I got a makeup set, too. It's on the other side of the room. Yeah, that's what I got for Hanukkah, and it was a pretty good year. I was a little disappointed I didn't get any perfume this year. I really wanted a new perfume. I got one in the summer, though I really like collecting perfume. I think I have like around 15 of them, though I want one for every day of the month, because I love perfume. So that was the Hunger Games vlog. That was my Hanukkah gift collection. Anything else? Oh yes, I also got Final Cut Pro for my brother. The only problem is I cannot edit the podcast on Final Cut Pro because I don't know how to use it very well, so it looks similar to iMovie, but it really isn't. There's certain flaws. I mean, I have to film this on iMovie because there's no instant film, and the way I can only film on Final Cut Pro is I have to use the QuickTime recording system because I don't like the other program I have, Photo Booth. And so I'm thinking just record the scripted episodes on Final Cut and just do the vlogs and podcast on iMovie just because I'm more familiar with that software. It's much easier to use. So I'm going to be playing with Final Cut Pro with like some small projects, and hopefully you'll see the top 100. I didn't mention the podcast is going on a hiatus after January. I've set some ground rules now because as for co-hosts, I'm going to do more of a lottery system because I feel very unfair when I was doing the podcast because I was picking, like, biased people. I'll be like, oh, I want person X, Y, and Z, and then, like, person A will be like, oh, I wanted to be in the podcast, too. I'll be like, well, I wanted these people, so I'm going to do more of a lottery system. That way it's fair, that way they have time to do stuff, that way I'm not forcing them to be in it. Also, I'm setting a ground rule. You have to be 17 or older to do this podcast unless you're a reviewer. So with the exception of Gus and Stevie, who are already reviewers, you cannot be on this podcast because I feel that once you're around this age, you're a little more mature, you have more expressed thoughts, and I just feel like I need someone with more mature thoughts rather than, oh, this sucks for whatever reason. You need like a whole thought out plan. So that's how the podcast is going to be different. So Gus and Stevie will still be in our podcast, but like if I'm hiring anyone else, you can't unless you're 17 or above. I'm sorry, that's just the way it works. And I don't accept random strangers unless you're in one of the Facebook groups I'm in or a DeviantArt group I'm in, just because I don't want like a random out of the blue person. So that's the update. That's the Hunger Game vlog. And that's my Hanukkah list. Alright, so hopefully I'll buy Catching Fire sometime soon, and I can read it soon. Alright, this was a long vlog, alright. Bye.